The Kangaroos are on notice. If you want ownership of the Good Friday slot at Marvel, well, give us a worthy showing. Last week we went with North against our hearts, Jason, in Tasmania, and they let us down. Can Clarko turn it around this week against the Blues?
No, he cannot. No, look, we're hoping for a great game, but the more you look at this, the tougher it's going to be for North without basically any key defenders. Now, and I know we were just talking about tools, but Carlton have got a couple of really good ones up forward. The funny thing about the Blues is they don't score as heavily as perhaps they should. Maybe that's the quality of the smalls, but maybe they're not getting enough goals out of their midfield. But it's hard to see North out holding Curnow and Mackay.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Carlton, where they've improved this year has been their defence.
Yep.
So they've been winning, even though their forwards haven't really been firing and keeping oppositions to low scores. And Mackay is the interesting one because looking at all the stats, it's sort of hard to see why it's not quite working for him. He's getting as many opportunities, but he's just not cashing in. But you'd think this might be the day it happens. He kicked 4 against North last year and 2 goals in each of his last 6 Marvel Stadium appearances.
And Dicko, you would think that Davey, Juniak and Simpkin coming back in has to give North a chance at least.
It'll give them a massive chance, but the pleasing thing for North is they've kept the opposition to 78 points. So of that quadrangle, the premiership quadrangle, they're in the go zone for their defence. But as Jason said, Al, they've got their work cut out with Curnow and Mackay.
Well, the weirdest Mackay stat is that you've got Ben Mackay and his brother, and they've never played in the same game against each other. So there's a bit of a conspiracy out there. Is there really 2 of them or just the one?
What about LDU? So Calf laid out last week. You've just said that's a massive in.
Surely plays.
In that midfield, can they match motors with Carlton, Al?
Yeah, well, I mean, him and Simpkin both come in, so that's a huge bonus for them. So, I mean, there was a little bit of talk about Sam Walsh maybe pushing, but I don't think he'll play this week. So, yeah, that'll be a really interesting battle. And, I mean, North, actually, their record against Carlton at Marvel is pretty good. 5-1 out of the last... They've won 5 of the last 6 games there against the Blues, but hard to see them doing it this week.
All right, well, it's interesting. We're all going with Carlton, so that's pretty boring for everybody. But hopefully we get a cracking Friday clash.
Footy is life. It's loyalty, rivalry, love and pain. Footy is everything. That's why we've made a betting brand for footy fans. That's better. Chances are you're about to lose.